So that will be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so with apologies for our unusual setup, this is the Planning and Zoning Committee. Am I back on? Okay, so this is the Planning and Zoning Committee, and today is Monday, November the 1st. And council members in attendance are Councilmember Withers, myself, Councilmember Bradford, Gamble, Hager, O'Connell, Parker, Rutherford, Sepulveda, Van Rees, and Welsh. So that's great attendance. Thanks to everyone for coming out today and for your patience. So most items on our agenda I have for consent. I'm going to read off the numbers for consent. If anything needs to be pulled off from that, then let me know, and then I will read through those. So the ones that are on for consent are item number 1 to approve. That's RS 2021-1208. That's to approve. Item number 2, RS 2021-1209. That's on consent to defer. Item number 3, RS 2021-1210 on consent to approve. Item number 4, RS 2021-1212 on consent to approve. Item number 5, RS 2021-1220 on consent to approve. Item number 6, RS 2021-1222 on consent to approve. Item number 7, RS 2021-1224 on consent to approve. Item number 8, RS 2021-1226 on consent to approve. Item number 11, BL 2021-897 on consent to approve with a substitute from Councilmember Sepulveda. Item number 12, BL 2021-912 on consent to defer. Item number 13, BL 2021-962 on consent to approve. Item number 14, BL 2021-963 on consent to approve with an amendment from Councilmember Mendez. Item number 15, BL 2021-964 on consent to approve. Item number 16, BL 2021-965 on consent to approve. Item number 17, BL 2021-966 on consent to approve. Item number 18, BL 2021-967 on consent to approve. Item number 19, BL 2021-968 on consent to approve. And number 20, BL 2021-969 on consent to approve. Do any of those items need to be removed from the consent agenda? If so, that would leave 2 items that we would discuss, which are Councilmember Parker's bills regarding a day-due overlay. So, but if I can read off all these captions, if everyone can bear with me for a minute, I'll read off all these captions for our consent agenda, and then we can take a vote on that. So the consent agenda is item number 1, RS 2021-1208, a resolution authorizing the Director of Public Property Administration to exercise an option to purchase a certain parcel of property, which is related to Friends of Warner Parks. That is on consent to approve. Item number 2, RS 2021-1209, a resolution authorizing the Director of Public Property Administration to exercise an option to purchase a certain parcel of property at 1354 Brick Church Pike and 0 Brick Church Pike is on consent to defer. Item number 3, RS 2021-1210, a resolution to approve the third amendment to the lease agreement between Metro and 404 James Robertson Property LLC for office space at the Parkway Towers building is on consent to approve. Item number 4, RS 2021-1212, accepts a grant from the U.S. Department of the Interior and National Park Service to the Metro Nashville Historical Commission to provide funding for completion of an historical context focused on Nashville resources associated with the Civil Rights Movement from 1944 to 1966. That's consent to approve. Item number 5, RS 2021-1220, approves an intergovernmental agreement by and between TDOT and Metro's NDOT for a highway railroad crossing separation on Sadler Avenue at CSX Railroad, which I know Councilmember Sledge is very excited about. Consent to approve. Item number 6, RS 2021-1222, approves Amendment 2 to an agreement between TDOT and Metro's NDOT for the acceptance of work in connection with the construction of a complete street on State Route 1 also known as US 41 Murfreesboro Road from I-24 ramp to Foothill Drive. That's on consent to approve. Item number 7, RS 2021-1224, authorizes Metro Water hereinafter the licensee to enter into a pipeline crossing agreement with R.J. Corman Railroad Company, Nashville and Eastern Railroad Line, to construct and maintain a water main in the railroad right-of-way at Andrew Jackson Parkway and Old Lebanon Dirt Road east of Old Hickory Boulevard. Consent to approve. Item number 8, RS 2021-1226, amends resolution number RS 2018-1445 to replace 2 parcels related to the acquisition and removal of flood-prone properties in the Mill Creek, Sorghum Branch, and Whittemore Branch watersheds. Consent to approve. Skipping down to number 11, this is bills on second reading. VL 2021-897 applies a contextual overlay district to various properties located east of Nolensville Pike. This is consent to approve with a substitute presented by the sponsor, Councilmember Sepulveda. Item number 12, BL 2021-912 amends the Metro Code to create a mechanism for the implementation of the Inclusionary Housing Incentive Program. It's on consent to defer. Item number 13 approves and authorizes the Director of Public Property Administration to accept a donation of 14 square feet of real property located at the property line between 914 East Trinity Lane and 936 East Trinity Lane. It's on consent to approve. Item number 14, BL 2021-963 accepts a Greenway conservation easement and approves a Greenway participation agreement and declaration, both in connection with improvements to the Bicentennial Mall Greenway connector. That one is on consent to approve with an amendment by Councilmember Mendez. Item number 15, BL 2021-964 declares certain planned roads on the National Fairgrounds campus to be public rights of way. That's on consent to approve. Item number 16, BL 2021-965 abandons existing sanitary sewer main easements, manhole and easements to accept a new sanitary, sewer and water main, sanitary and sewer manholes, fire hydrant assembly and easements for 3 properties located at 1104 and 1106 Baptist World Center Drive and 1407 Napoleon Street. Consent to approve. Item number 17 accepts a new public water and sanitary sewer mains, fire hydrant assembly, sanitary sewer manhole and easements for property located at 7211 Carruthers Road, also known as Carruthers Crossing, Phase 10, Section 1A. Consent to approve. Item number 18, BL 2021-967 accepts new water and sanitary sewer mains, fire hydrant assemblies, sanitary sewer manholes and easements for property located at 7211 Carruthers Road, also known as Carruthers Crossing, Phase 10, Section 1B this time. Consent to approve. Item 19, BL 2021-968 accepts new sanitary sewer main and sanitary sewer manhole for property located at 101 Factory Street. That's on consent to approve. And item number 20, BL 2021-969 abandons an existing sanitary sewer main, sanitary sewer manhole, and a portion of easements rights for property located at 405 South 4th Street, formerly alley number 305, also known as the Shelby House Apartments Project. It's on consent to approve. Vice Chair Rutherford, can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda? Thank you. Any discussion on the consent agenda? That's great, because it'd be hard to get a mic for you to talk into, but I will. All right, so all in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, so that carries. So that brings us to 2 items that we needed to talk about a little bit more in committee. These are both by Councilmember Parker. I think they're slightly different, so we'll take them separately. But the first one is item number 9, BL 2021-784 amends the Metro Code zoning regulations to expand the allowable locations of a detached accessory dwelling unit overlay district. Can I get a motion to approve for discussion, to move for discussion? All right, moved and seconded, and I will turn it over to the sponsor.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, it's working now. It's an unusual arrangement. I feel like we might ought to do a duet here. This being a disapproved bill, do we need to hear from planning on this before I go into explanation? Okay, thank you. So folks, this bill, as it originally was proposed, it did a number of things that expanded the eligibility of a property to construct a DADU. A lot of those things, basically everything that would have had countywide implications, so the alterations to square footage, to infrastructure requirements like alleyways, that's all been removed from the bill. All this bill does in its current form is allow the Highland Heights neighborhood to have the DADU overlay applied to it. And the reason it's not presently applicable to Highland Heights is that Highland Heights is not currently in the urban zoning overlay. However, this is not just an arbitrary kind of go around of the urban zoning overlay requirement. This is, so in 2018, there was a very thorough small area study and community plan update for Highland Heights. That was 2018, and it established different sub-districts all throughout the neighborhood, from ranging in intensity, intense mixed-use development slated for this area, all the way down to the R1 sub-district, which is the least intense sub-district that the study contemplates. And what the study contemplates in the R1 sub-district, at a minimum, is entitlements for a single-family home and a detached accessory dwelling unit. So that community plan amendment went into place in 2018, sort of before the DADU overlay bill took shape in its current form, and before the UZO requirement was added. So we've essentially got policy pointing to DADUs being allowed in this neighborhood, but because of a technicality in the way the overlay itself was constructed, it is not technically eligible at this time. So all this bill does is say, in the definition of where a detached accessory dwelling unit is allowed, it simply adds the Highland Heights neighborhood small area study area, which it's also worth noting the southern border of which is UZO. So this is not far from the UZO. It is directly adjacent to the UZO. So we've had a lot of discussion in the Highland Heights Neighborhood Association as well. I met with some neighbors who were initially, wanted their area carved out, and we have gone back and done that. We've had several meetings and discussion about that. So the second bill is the actual application of said overlay. And you'll see that I have a substitute in the packet which does carve out all of those areas where folks had requested that their particular neighborhoods not be included. The substitute application bill, I'm sorry for covering them both right here, Chair, but substitute application bill also does not include areas with currently insufficient infrastructure. So it only includes areas where alleys are present or where there are lots of sufficient size. So it actually ended up significantly reducing the actual area that we're proposing to apply the DADU overlay, those constraints of not having community buy-in in some spots and not having the infrastructure in other spots. So with that, I'm happy to entertain any questions or discussion on this, but I would ask for your support of this disapproved bill.
So let's take this up on 784 first. So this is the one that just amends the definition of DADU overlays to include the UZO plus Highland Heights.
Correct.
So let's start with that one and see if there are any questions, and you're going to need to raise your hand so we can see you.
You've done a lot of work on this, and so I want to respect that. I did just have a question with it being disapproved, the original version, and so much has changed, whether or not the planning staff would feel that these adjustments would have had a different outcome.
Hi. So the planning staff actually recommended approval of the text amendment change and the application of the DADU overlay, but the Planning Commission recommended disapproval. I don't know. I can't necessarily speak for what determination would be made by the Planning Commission. There is no change to the actual text amendment, and so we likely would not hear that again. We typically will only rehear things when there are significant changes, and so the text amendment hasn't changed. The area of application has. So that could be one that we rehear, but the text amendment hasn't changed.
Thank you very much. I think it's extremely important to me that the planning staff recommended approval, so I appreciate that. Thanks.
Thank you. Any other committee members wishing to ask, or other council members wishing to ask on this one, please raise your hand. Okay, so we'll take up first on item number 784. So I will, we have a motion and a second. So all in favor, please say aye. We'll try it by a voice vote. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so we will count that as being passed by the committee. So next we'll move on to item number 791, which the sponsor has described. There is a substitute, so we should probably move the substitute, which changes the boundaries. Any discussion about changing the boundaries as Councilmember Parker has described? Okay, with no further discussion, all in favor, please, this is of the amendment, please, of the substitute, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so we've moved the substitute onto your bill, and you're ready to move it as substituted?
Absolutely, yes. I'll move it as substituted with just a brief explanation. Again, everyone who came out to the Planning Commission meeting, everyone who came out to the council meeting regarding application of this overlay and asked that their area be removed has actually been removed from this. As well, a few neighbors have just sort of emailed me or contacted me in various ways and said, hey, we also want our area to not be included, and we've accommodated all of that here. So it's been pared down considerably, but it's still something that's going to work for a lot of people. So I would, again, ask for y'all's support.
All right, any other discussion? Okay, all in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions, just in case? Okay, well, we've got a recommendation of approval for that. That brings us to the end of our calendar for this. I know for the capital improvements budget, hopefully everyone got everything into Matthew. And we will probably have a joint committee meeting to discuss the capital improvements budget, probably maybe like right after the first of the year, after the staff have time to get take a look at all those. But otherwise, I would like to use a point of personal privilege and thank our planning department staff who came out to all of the redistricting open houses that we had. Appreciate the patience that the staff had and working with neighbors and council members and other interested parties to play around with those numbers and see how they all worked out. So I really do appreciate the outreach to the community online as well as in person, and the time that staff took on that. And I know that we will, all 40 of us will be looking at the updated council maps as well as the school board maps that should come out in a couple of weeks. So with that, I will close the Planning and Zoning Committee and turn it over, I think, to Affordable Housing.